everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kylie and for today's video we're going to be doing my recent bake haul, which will be July as well, but I'm also going to include a couple of books that have arrived recently. One is July book box anyway, and the other one is very recent. I just really would like to talk about it. I have quite a few books here, but some of them are to do with series. First books I will do is the book box books, and for June and July's books for Limerick. I've not done an unboxing for this, I apologise. I couldn't wait to get these open. The first book would be The Wolf and the Woodsman. This was June's a Limerick book, box book. It's absolutely stunning. I'm knocked out of the park how beautiful Limerick has designed this book in general, just from the looks alone. We have beautiful stenciled and sprayed edges. We also have, I think it's silver, and I think in the normal version it's kind of gold and autumny colours. This also has absolutely beautiful foiled nickel tarback, and also an absolutely beautiful reversible dust jacket that has I'll just hold that up. I think you've probably seen quite a lot of it anyway. So there. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I see quite a few boxes for doing this now. Please keep on doing them. They're absolutely stunning. This all gives me I think this is Red Riding Hood retelling, but it does completely give me Princess Mononoke feels with the book, which is a Japanese Studio Ghibli film, and she basically is, she kind of has a wolf family. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't get away with the artwork. It's stunning. The book looks gorgeous, and it sounds really good as well. So I'll just read out the blurb. I don't know too much about this, so I will read this out. A dark, evocative and unforgettable fantasy debut steeped in a Hungarian history with the Jewish mythology, perfect for fans of Norman Novik and Catherine Arden. In the forest-veiled pagan village, Evie is the only woman without power. She's treated like an outcast due to her corruption and bloodline. So when soldiers arrive from Holy Order of Woodsmen to claim the girl for a king's blood sacrifice, Evie is betrayed by her fellow villagers and surrendered. When monsters attack the Woodsmen and their captives en route to the capital, they slaughter everyone but Evie and the cold one-eyed captain. But we'll soon learn that he's no ordinary woodsman. He's Gaspar Barry, a disgraced prince whose cruelty zealous brother plans to seize the throne and investigate the reign of religious persecution and ethnic cleansing. With no one else to rely on, Evie and the captain form a tense pact to stop his brother. As their mission takes them from bitter northern tundra to small trope capital, their mutual loathing slowly turns to affection, but the trust can easily be betrayed, and Evie connects outstream farther to discover her own hidden magic, and she and Jasper must decide where their loyalties lie. That sounds amazing. I can't wait to get into this. Again, yeah. The next book is also a Limerick, and it's the July one, and I'm really looking forward to this one. This is absolutely stunning. Look at the beautiful, like sundown kind of sunset sprayed edges with the stenciling of these clouds. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. This I believe is the I think it's American kind of cover actually. It's absolutely beautiful. The end papers are absolutely gorgeous. We've got a signed book plate, and we've got an absolutely gorgeous stenciled dragon with the says she did not want greatness, she wanted the world. So just let you see that. That is absolutely stunning, and it also has an absolutely beautiful reversible dust jacket. This he looks like he's got a hawk or an eagle. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I can't wait to read this. I don't know too much about this other than it's an Asian inspired fantasy. Can she outwit her destiny and rise as high as she can dream? In famine-stricken village on the dusty yellow plain, the seer shows two children their fates, for a boy a greatness, for a girl a nothingness. And it's historical as well. In 1348, China lies under a harsh Mongolian rule for the starvation peasants of the Central Plains. Greater list is only found in stories. The Zhou family is mystified how the Zhou Chong, apologies if I pronounced that wrong, their eighth birth son will achieve a lofty future, but her daughter, no matter how clever or capable of early death, will be no surprise. Yet when a bandit attacks the orphans, the two children's young child dies, desperate to survive. Sister steals her identity to enter a monastery that is disguised as a male novice. Zhu learns that it can be ruthless to thwart her fate, but when the sanctuary is destroyed, Zhu is cast back to the war torn. Change of endings. There will be one thing they can do to claim her brother's destiny as her own. Sounds very, what I've been heard, this is very similar to Poppy War and also to Mulan. It feels like Mulan, and also, definitely giving me Mulan vibes, and also I've been heard this is to do with the Poppy War, so I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait to eventually get to this. But yes, looking forward to it. I've actually gone through this in my Alchemy unboxing, but this is This Poisonous Heart. If you want to see what this is about, basically, please have a look at that unboxing where I go a little bit further. But basically, she has the ability to touch and make plants grow, particularly poisonous ones. I'm looking forward to reading it, and this is absolutely stunning cover. I love the colours. I love the detail that they put into this. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got stenciled hardcover and absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful reversible dust jacket. I absolutely love the design of this as well, and as well as the crest on the back as well. So, and I'm a sucker for a lilac book. These are my colours, honestly. These are completely my colours. I'm really looking forward to reading this. And we'll see how it goes. The next books I'm going to read is, was the next 3 books in the Banished Lands, or the Fate and Fallen series by John Gwynne, and these are Valor, which is book 2, Rune, which is book 3, and Grace, which is book 4. I've already read Malice, and I'm reading this as part as the Malice read along. This been held too really long. It's been held by quite a few people, by including the Wild Sasha. I'll put all the details below of all the readers along if you want to join along. This is really good. This is a high adult fantasy, epic high fantasy as well, and it is basically involves it's a Celtic kind of theme, and it has many points of view, but the main one we kind of basically follow is a boy called Corbin. He's the son of a blacksmith, and it's basically his coming of age story, and also a prince as well, and his it's basically his first sword basically in their journeys. It's very, I would say, very If you like Game of Thrones, this is for you. It's just as brutal and battle hungry, basically. I certainly will give trigger warnings for at least for the first book of general battle gore and abuse to animals and also kids and stuff. It is a lot of like real life kind of things. A lot of gore. Yeah. If you're not into that, don't read them. But if you are into like that kind of like genre, like these books, I would definitely for you. I'm looking forward to continuing them. I'm looking forward to how it goes. I'm really enjoying the series. But yeah, got these ones. The next lot is actually, I'll see another one I'm reading, and this is the Graceling series, and this is by Kirsten Cashore. I wanted these new covers. I already, my boyfriend actually had the old covers, but I want to get the new ones. So like, I just couldn't. I just absolutely love these. Plus, they are absolutely floppy as anything, which is brilliant. So I basically picked up in a deal. Thank you whoever posted this on Twitter, but they were actually in the works for £2, and I think it was two for £5 deal, or 2 for 3 deal. So I picked up Glaveling, Fire, and Bitter Blue, and obviously Winterkeep is not out yet. It is out yet, but it's out in hardcover and not being sold at the works at this time. So I do intend to buy Winterkeep when I finish Bitter Blue. But yeah, this is basically set in a world where you have there are people who have graces. They have different cover or dyes. Your grace could be absolutely anything. There are more respectable graces than others. For example, there are people who are really, really good at baking. They're really good at sewing. They're like master dressmakers or master sewers or master chefs, or they are master in combat. But basically, when our main character, who's called Katniss, she is a girl who has the ability of killing. Generally men, I get the feeling that generally men who have like hand-to-hand combat, this is more acceptable, but for a girl, this is quite feared. And she is basically used as a like assassin. She doesn't want to be used anymore, so she basically helps. There is basically a political plot from one of the villains of the series trying to take over everything, and she gets involved in this also with the help of a prince whose uncle is basically trying to take over everything. But yes, I really am liking the series so far. Looking forward to continue. We'll be reading the next book, which is Fire, this month in August. And looking forward to continuing the series. I will again put the links down to those two for the relearn if people want to join in. So yeah. Okay, so we have another book which actually I do have another copy of, but I am getting the new covers, the 10th anniversary covers, and that is Days of Blood at Twilight by Laini Taylor. I have read the series. I have absolutely adored it. I have the old covers, but I have been collecting the new covers. And when the works also had their buy one two get one free deal, and this was like £2. I couldn't jump at the chance. Unfortunately, they did not have the last book. So, but basically this is set in a world where angels and demons, well, when we say demons, we really mean chimera. And basically it follows Karou, who is, by day she's a student, she's an art student in Prague. By night she basically does messenger for one of the Chimera called Brimstone, who asks her to go on various messages and collect teeth, and in exchange she gets wishes for these, and it basically follows from there. I won't go into much more detail. It's a fantastic series. I'm looking forward to getting the next one. I'm kind of sad I missed out on the Limerick like hardcovers of these, but I'm absolutely loving the absolutely new design as well, and be looking out to getting the last one very soon. The works, I also picked up 24 Hour Cafe because it was a 3 for 2 deal. This is by Libby Page. I have another book by Libby Page Lido. I'd like to get to that. Sounds very summary. But with this one I was really intrigued because I love coffee, I love cafe. And this seems like a very people watching kind of book. It basically follows the lives of Hannah and Mona, who are best friends, and they basically work together, but they also are their housemates. It follows their journey as well in the cafe, their lives, how they met, and also follows all the people coming in and out during a 24-hour shift in the cafe. I really like this. I've started reading it. It's basically a slice of life in a cafe. It's a nice, quick, contemporary read that I just feel like in the moment, being summer, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's the rest of it. So yeah. Also, from the works, I also picked up on this 3 for 2 deal was a phone box at the end of the world. This gives me Doctor Who vibes. Just by the cover, that's what it kind of I've decided to pick up. I believe this is a sci-fi. I don't know much about it, but it was intriguing me. Also looks with the cherry blossoms. It's certainly give me Japan vibes. I don't know how much about this, but I'm going to read the blurb on the back of it. We all have something to tell we have lost. On a windy hill in Japan, in a garden overlooking the sea, stands a disused phone box. For years, people have travelled to visit the phone box, to pick up the receiver and speak into the wind, to pass on the messages to loved ones and no longer with us. When Yu loses her mother and daughter in a tsunami, she wonders how she will carry on. One day she hears the phone box and decides to make her own pilgrimage there, to speak to the people she loves the most. But when she has lost everything, the right words can be the hardest to find. The Yui meets Taxi, a bereaved husband whose daughter has stopped talking in the wake of her loss. What happens next? Warm your heart even when it feels as though it's breaking. This sounds awesome. It sounds very, very powerful and emotional. It does sound a lot like grief as well. I'm really looking forward to this. I was really intriguing. Actually, the text is quite big as well. Oh, and there's little illustrations of the header as well. It looks absolutely beautiful book. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I like a story with a supernatural or sci-fi or fantasy twist. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Next to a few books I got in Waterstones. The first one being that I've been really wanted to read. I've heard it's amazing, and this is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I've found phenomenal things about this book. It's basically a fake autobiography of her life. I'll read the blurb. Reclusive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally able to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life when she chooses to unknown magazine reporter on a grant to write her story. No one is more astounded than herself for making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s to leaving her show business in the 80s, and of course 7 husbands along the way. Evelyn Hugo unspools a tale of ruthless ambition, unexpected friendship, and a great forbidden love. But as Evelyn's story nears the conclusion, it becomes clear how her life intersects with Mona's own tragic and irreversible ways. I have been really meaning to read this book for ages. I've been meaning to read any of Taylor Jenkins' books because I know that her new book has come out, which is Malibu Rising. And I'm really looking forward to see if I really like this and maybe want to read more of her writing. But yeah, looking forward to that. The next book I want to read, I've also seen, I think I saw What India read this, and picked this up, and this has got a bit of a Scottish theme. It's called A Glasgow Kiss by Sophie Garia. I don't care if this is bad, I just love the idea of this. Because I live pretty near Glasgow. I don't live in Glasgow, but I live near Glasgow. I'm really intrigued with this, and as you know, like, anybody from Glasgow will know, or anybody who knows, like, a Glasgow kiss is a headbutt. So, I'm really interested in this. I don't care if it's bad, I just want to know. But meet Zara Smith, 29, single and muddling her way through life as a trainee nurse in Glasgow. With a 30 fast approaching, she is determined to do whatever it takes to fall in love, or at least someone to sex. Cheered on by his best friends Ashley and Ray, Zara embarks on the stirring of a dating escapades that are hilarious, that are disastrous, from online dating to blind dates, hometown hookups and flirty bartender. Nothing is off limits, but when Dr. Tom Adams, aka Sugar Daddy, shows an interest, it's a game-changing moment. Zara's had a crush on since Tom, a first day, as things heat up between them. Zara can't help but wonder if this love or if it's another disaster waiting to happen. Just the fact that it's Glasgow. I absolutely love this. You know, I basically, well, up till lockdown, I pretty much worked in Glasgow. I love Glasgow, anything to do with near to me. This is really hitting all the buttons. But yes, I'm looking forward to reading this. Hopefully it'll be really funny. Like I said, I don't really care if it's not that great or not. I'm very interested to read it. It sounds like a laugh. Also in a similar vein of Glasgow, I also picked up Shuggie Bain. I believe this is a complete opposite of this. This is meant to be a very, very hard-hitting read. I really will read the blurb on this. A heartbreaking novel with beautiful and the story of a boy bullied and buffered by events, trying to grow up in a hostile world, and a chronicle of show, painful disgrace of a woman. You root for both characters, hoping that there are peace, happiness, tender, beautifully sad. That's by the Times. I'm really looking forward to this. I've heard so many things about this, and I'll see, because it did win the 2020 Booker Prize. I've heard nothing good things about this. I'm really looking forward to it, and I believe quite a few people around me have read or are reading it, so hopefully I can get to it pretty much soon. So yeah. And also on the Scottish theme, actually this came from recommendation from Spicall. I believe that she read this recently and really liked it, and this is Pine. If anybody knows me, I love deer. I'm absolutely obsessed with deer. You've probably seen deer in my background and previous videos. I absolutely adore deer. I pretty much deer everything. So this is meant to be a thriller, I believe. It's set in the Scottish Highlands. I read the blurb, Lauren and her father, Niall. This is another reason my boyfriend's name is Niall. So live alone in the Highlands in a small village surrounding forest. When a woman stumbles onto the road on one Halloween night, Niall drives her back to her house. In the morning she's gone. In a community where daughters rebel and men quietly rage, mysterious like these are not out of the ordinary. Lauren looks for answers on her tarot cards, hoping that she might be able to read the father's troubled mind. Neighbours know more than they let on, but when the local teenager goes missing, it's no longer clear who you can trust. In a place that you can feel like the edge of the world, Toon brilliant capture of the wildness of real childhood and intensity, small town claustrophobia, unity, a chill of modern gothic impulse of a thriller. This sounds brilliant. I have heard mixed things, some people do that, I like it, but I want to give it a go anyway. And the fact that it's dear and it's got my boyfriend's name on it, it's like, yeah. I can't, honestly, I can't, like that kind of just brings me a huge big smile. Anything Scottish, I will read anyway, so yeah, looking forward to reading that. The last book that I got was actually a very interesting find. Now, I have been looking for little libraries around where I am, which I am in central Scotland. I'm not going to give you my exact location, but I have been looking for around there. And I do know that there are a lot in Edinburgh, and I'm still to have a wee scavenger in Edinburgh next time I'm there. But generally in my area, I couldn't find many until yesterday, where I found one. And I had a feeling it was there, but I didn't know if it was been knocked down or it wasn't there anymore and people knew use it. But it was there. And I found a little library and I picked up this book. Unfortunately, I didn't have any books to swap, and the next time I know where it is now, I will donate some books to it. I don't know how much it's in use, but I'd like to see if I can find more of them, but I'll at least give back. But this, I picked up the Sword of God. I don't know if it's any good. It does sound kind of Da Vinci Code-y. I'll read the blurb anyway. My throat is getting really sore, so apologies. Tunneling deep under the most holy cities in the world, an ambitious young archaeologist slowly works her way towards an unthinkable goal. Somewhere ahead is a chamber containing eclectic fragments of ancient script and find unmentionable significance. Meanwhile, halfway around the world, a covert military bunker holds a macabre secret, and elite special forces of the same to have brutally murdered. But how more discovering why any hope of solving mystery vested the grisly clues that remain. As a race to uncover the truth begins, a plot unfolds. They could burn all of civilization in fires of holy Armageddon. Like I did say, it does sound a little bit like Da Vinci Code kind of thing, so it might come out at the same kind of time. Other than that, I don't really know much about it. I'm going to see when this was published. I have never heard of this book. This was published. Oh, it's got a 12 on it. It's like 2007. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, again, like, was an interesting find. Like I said, if anybody is in the central region or like knows anywhere else in the UK that has little libraries, please let me know, because I'd like to go on a scavenge hunt for them, or if there's ones that you'd like to use and you want to talk about it. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That's all the books I have to go through. It's quite a lot there. I really should stop doing this. I hopefully, we'll see. We'll see if I do get any more. But I do like what I picked up anyway, and I'm really surprised by the little library. I will be certainly. If anything does come from there, it probably will come from there, because I do like this little scavenger thing. Anyway, if you like this video, please like. If you want to see more, please subscribe, hit the little bell to give you notifications when the next video is up. If you want to discuss anything, if it's any of the books I've mentioned in this you've liked or you recommend, or if any of these books are any good, please let me know if you've read in them at all. If you've got any other book suggestions for me, let me know. Also, if you've found any little libraries, please let me know. I really would be interested in that. If you have watched all this video, put a little bit of a fruit emoji, like an apple up here, anything like that. and I will see you in the next one. Bye.